Hello, hello, and welcome to Tally Day. I'll still be doing some side stuff, but still, Tally. I won't finish the Tally stuff today, but hey, Tally Part 2 will be tomorrow. And I already noticed something messed up. Give me one second. I forgot to switch my theme back to the regular one, so the chat isn't on there the whole time. I only do that for the old games because there's like a perfect spot for it. This one. Yep, there it goes. Okay.
You're not in this fight alone.
Yay.
We face our enemy together, and together we will defeat them.
Hooray. Oh, also, I think I can do this. Hold on.
You're not in this
There it
fight
is.
alone. We face our enemy together, and together we will defeat them.
Yeah. So for my little stream label thing, I can replay the alerts if I have to. They don't show up on the intro screen. Yay, thank you for the gift sub, Jay, and the resubscribe aura. Okay. And I need to dive into the settings and figure out how to show if it's a gift sub. I've seen streams, like even just watching M's, it said when someone gift a stream. That way, if I look at the alert only, and I'm like, oh, thank you for subbing, and I realize like 10 minutes later, like, oh, it was a gift sub. It's probably like a little thing I have to tick somewhere in there. I'll look at it tonight. Okay. You don't have the cheese anymore. Aww. Yeah, unfortunately, due to my money situation, like I can only sub like, I mean, honestly, I shouldn't be subbing anybody, but it's like I sub like 3 people now, and then a fourth with my Twitch Prime. And as much as I want to sub other people, it's like I can't really afford it. I know it's only $5 a month, but it adds up. Okay, the only thing I have to do before the next mission is go back to the Citadel. Good. This is a nice, uplifting way to start the stream. I get to go to the Citadel to tell someone that their bondmate died. So let's just get that out of the way. At least we never met them. You know, it was different when I had to go back to the Citadel and tell that woman that Char died. I like Char. He was a very... yeah, like... I wasn't going to say anything. Like, I mentioned, like, dead bondmate, and you're like, smiley faces. Did you miss it? I thought you... Well, I think you were here, but you might have just been doing something else. I need fuel pretty badly. I'm gonna go to the Solarian system. I'm pretty sure they still have a working fuel station. Yeah, he's one of my favorite. See, I wouldn't even call. He's not even like a secondary NPC. He's like a tertiary character. You have main characters, which I would consider like Anderson, kind of the main character. Just because he's not on the ship doesn't mean he can't be like a somewhat main character NPC. But that guy is like a definite minor NPC because you only see him in 1 place in 2, and then you hear him in 3. Kind of like the consort, Shira. You see her somewhere. Is it the Citadel DLC party thing? I think you see her again. And we're going to the docks. Okay.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to go to the hospital. Actually, I don't know where I'm going. I think it's in the Commons.
I need a cab to the Presidium.
It'll be there momentarily.
Stuff. No. I try to press the button that I use in Fire Emblem to run. Didn't work. Okay, I've been playing Fire Emblem a lot lately. I cannot believe how long the game is. It's so long. Wait, Miranda's here. Oh, that's right. At the end of last stream, Miranda wanted to meet me here. Ooh, good thing I didn't miss that. But I've put so much time into Fire Emblem. Not even as much as you have, Jay. Like, I haven't been, unlike Final Fantasy Tactics. Yep, 3 houses. Unlike Final Fantasy Tactics, where I'll do, like, a bunch of grinding. I mean, you can grind in on normal. If you go to battle for your free time, you can do a battle over and over and over and over again. Just, like, level up classes and stuff. And abilities. Like, stats. And I haven't even been doing that. Like, I only have, like, each character's only maxed, like, 2 classes. And I have, like, 2 other classes for them each that haven't been mastered. Like, halfway mastered, and I kept switching because it's fun. I finally unlocked some master classes. But once those are mastered, I'll probably do, like, one long grind session to get all the other classes they've unlocked in the past mastered for the extra points. But I can't believe how long the game is. I got to the second act, and I was like, there's still a whole second act to go, even if it's only, like, half as long.
I got your message, Miranda. Is this about your sister?
Shepard, I need access to Alliance resources. I can't say any more. You'll just have to trust me.
Drinking some water. I'm trying to break my habit of I'm not drinking water during streaming.
I don't like secrets, Miranda. Just tell me what's going on.
I can't, Shepard. If that's a problem, I'll go.
Don't. Trust is a little hard to come by right now.
Of course.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
You'll have your access, Miranda, but I don't like the sound of this.
I know, and thank you. It means a lot.
That's not the only thing you wanted to talk about, is it?
No. I need to tell you something. Confess, really. It's been eating away at me.
Confess?
When I headed the Lazarus Project to rebuild you, I wanted to implant a control chip in you as a safeguard.
I think you mentioned this.
I did. There's more to it. The elusive man stopped me.
Sounds like it would have saved him a lot of trouble.
Maybe. He didn't want to interfere with who you truly were. Something that just obeyed orders. He wanted Commander Shepard. Installing the chip might have ruined you.
Probably.
I understand why you wanted to. I was a complete unknown.
I've never had to deal with that many black boxes on a project. I felt blind.
Why bring that up now?
I fought against my father and his need to run every aspect of my life. He wanted total control over me, right down to my bloody DNA. After I got out of there, I couldn't stand by and let it happen to my sister. I risked my life to get her away from all that. Yet I didn't give a second thought to destroying your free will when I had the power.
This is what's been bothering you?
Yes.
Miranda, I lost 2 years of my life. You gave me back the rest of it. You could have changed me in 1,000 different ways. But you didn't. I don't know how. But you brought me back.
Thanks.
Thank you for the host,
But with so much being uncertain, I just wanted you to know I always regretted wanting that chip.
You can't keep beating yourself up over the past.
I usually don't. But this was important.
Some things you just don't have control over.
Guess my fancy genetics can't help me there.
No, they can't.
Okay. I hate to say it, but I should get moving. Thanks for understanding, Shepard.
Of course. And Miranda, this thing you have to do. Good luck.
Don't worry, Shepard. I always have a plan.
Yeah, I noticed that. I've been having issues with my internet today, but only download speed, not upload. I don't know how that's the case, but it lagged for a second, and it said I had like 3 viewers, and it jumped to like 19. I was like, But hello, everyone. All right, so I have to turn in that bad news, and then it's time for tally. I've noticed that over the last couple days, streaming, the last couple times I've streamed, the view number hasn't been accurate at all.
Spectre status recognized. Please
When I was streaming on Saturday, yeah, I know it's weird. I think it's just off. When I was streaming on Saturday, it was jumping all over the place. At one point, it said I only had 2 when there were like 4 people in chat talking. I was like, all right. Wait, do I have to go to the hospital? I'm not sick. I'm sick. I can take her to the hospital. But yeah, hopefully you feel better.
Areas tagged of interest to you are
It being sick, no fun. Unfortunately, Thane's not there anymore, though.
now arriving.
James, God, where is this person?
Emergency civilian housing. 1 moment, please.
I just want to tell you, your bondmate's dead. I'm trying to. Okay, let me use my brain here. For once.
Now
Where did I hear? Oh, Samara's here. All right, well. Oh, she's right here.
I hoped you'd come. I won't remain here much longer.
What are you doing on the Citadel, Samara?
I suppose I came to say goodbye. Falair is safe, and Rila is at rest. I felt the need to speak to you before heading to battle. I want you to know there is no one else I'd rather see leading us in our last hours.
We'll make the galaxy proud. The largest fleet in history is already on our side.
It is impressive. Most would have deemed such an alliance impossible. But Shepard, be sure to assess your force's strengths and weaknesses before setting out.
You notice in the Citadel, pretty much there's a lot of places in this game that have what I call the bathroom filter, where it sounds like you're talking in a bathroom. It's super echoey, which makes sense because like the places like this are like super big, and it just looks like it's made of that like porcelain wall that bathrooms have, where it just like things bounce off of it all the time. So it just sounds like people talking in the bathroom.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Most have made it home. They will attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds we face, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
There's that few of you?
Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required.
You know, I'm not going to say that. Well, luckily, the only people I watch on Twitch are my friends that stream. So they're nice enough to not like soil my eyes with things. So it's nice.
You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers.
Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness. The only difference is the scale of our foe. The code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies.
Yeah, what does your code say about Reapers?
Is that how you see it too?
You yourself killed a Reaper on the Citadel, and then another on Tuchanka. I can only follow such bravery.
Why does Shepard always get the credit for that? Yes, Shepard killed Sovereign. Sort of. It's like, how do you explain it? It's like, Sovereign took over Saren's body, and I killed Saren's body again, and then that somehow made the shields on Sovereign go down. All right. So I guess if we can just get all the Reapers to inhabit dead bodies of bad people, and then kill the bad people, we can kill the Reapers. Good plan.
Will Falair be alright in the monastery? Or what's left of it?
We spoke for some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Falair will find it. It was good to see her again. Perhaps it's unseemly for a Justicar to dwell so much on her family.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I was fortunate that Falair saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. In one of my playthroughs where I played as my, I have what I call like a smart renegade Shepard. And sometimes he's a vanguard or an infiltrator. It kind of depends on what I want to do. And I'm good to my friends, but if anyone's my enemy, I just destroy them. And the one mistake I feel I made is I let Samara kill herself. It was her choice. I wasn't going to interfere with that. And I felt bad the entire rest of the game. I was on the Citadel party doing the thing, and everyone was like, oh, too bad Samara's not here. And I was like, no. I just had to pull a trigger.
Good luck out there, Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things, but Goddess go with you, Shepard. We'll both be tested in fire soon enough.
Whenever I hear the Goddess thing, I always think of Garrus from the Citadel DLC. By the Goddess. Of course, it has the Turian filter on it that I can't possibly do with my voice. Purgatory. I seriously doubt the grieving person is in purgatory, but... Uh-oh. The music. Nope, not here. Bye, music. I'll see you later. It's gonna be the last place I go, isn't it? It's in the hospital, isn't it? It's gonna be the hospital. Oh, the hospital. I miss Thane. Where is this person? Ew, Jacob's here. Ew. Ew. Okay, I've been everywhere, right? Where is this person? This is weird. I want to get to Tally. I want to get to Tally. Your dead bondmate's getting in the way of my Tally. Alright. Normally they show up on the map, but you know what? I'm going to look around just in case that they don't this time. Now, I don't think they're here, but I'm finding this person.
Sergeant, I have a little brother.
Where are you? Where are you? So how's everyone doing today? Oh yeah, is that one of my many times I say something and then don't finish it? Playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
He snuck me a photo of
I thought that picking the house was going to be fairly generic at first, and don't get me wrong, the camaraderie between the characters and like the dialogue isn't as good to me as a Mass Effect game. Mass Effect is kind of, there's so much dialogue and time to talk, but I actually like the characters. I picked the Black Eagles my first time through. Yes, I would like a hint, so I'm not just walking around like an idiot. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of things I've said where someone might have been like, "Finish it." It's gonna bug them now.
If you have a question, one moment, please.
But I went to the I thought they were in the commons, but okay, maybe this is one of the rare ones that doesn't show up on the map because it wasn't on the map. Yeah, but I had a feeling they were here. See, I'm doing it again, but I picked the Black Eagles, and the characters were like, you know, they're pretty cool. I like them. Oh, hello, greetings. Downstairs. Anyway, God, I keep not finishing it. Wait. Oh, aha.
Weshra, I have an audio log for you.
For me?
Uh-oh.
Where did this come?
Do I have to hear it again?
Oh, Tasha. Thank you for bringing this back. At least I know what happened.
No, I'll have to hear it again. Yay. But the support scenes and the character interactions, I went from not knowing their names at all. I was like, oh, it's blue hair guy and green hair person. And now that I'm so far in the game, it's like, I love all the characters in my house. I'm doing a thing where I've recruited some professors and some other students, but I'm not using them that much. I'm only using them as like the backup things that you can equip on people. I forget what they're called. Starts with an A. Don't remember the term. But I'm using, because I plan on playing through with all the houses at least once, at some point, I'm only using the house, the people from the house. Yes, that's it. I couldn't think of it. Because I figured, yes, it'd be fun to use everybody, but the fact is, if I'm playing through all the houses, why not just stick with the house students the first time through, and then do it again, and then on my fourth playthrough, I can just do whatever I want. I can use who I like the best. Or just get everyone. I'll do like a recruit everyone stream. Because I might stream that one. I planned on streaming 3 houses at some point. I might. It's so far down the list in terms of what I want to play, though, unless I jump it ahead, that I'll probably end up streaming my 4th playthrough. Or at least, ow, that was my knee. Or at least my 3rd playthrough. And because of that, I wanted to do the blue guys. It's the blue lions, right? I wanted to do the blue lions next. But since Jay has been streaming the golden deer, I think I'm going to do gold deer next. And then I'll stream blue eagles. I'll stream blue lions. God, it's like I'm talking about Legends of the Hidden Temple. Black eagles, blue lions, gold deer. Oh, I've done that so many times, and it doesn't hurt anymore. It really doesn't. My left knee is immune to desk hitting. The way that I sit, sometimes to get comfortable, because I can't sit still for too long in one position. And I'll take my left leg and like sit my foot on the chair next to me, because I'm short, so I have plenty of room. And every time I do that, I end up hitting the keyboard. Let me just move. You know what? I'm not even using the keyboard. Let me just move it. There we go. Now my knee is free. Okay. Oh, well, that happens. Remember my Ferdinand? Dude, my Ferdinand got so many bad stats. Everyone online said, make Ferdinand, like an armor knight person, right? But his strength was so bad constantly. He was only getting like dex and speed. I made him an assassin and a thief. His stat growth was horrible for what he was supposed to be. And my Caspar is ridiculous, by the way. He crits. I've had him where he hits twice because he's a brawler. He'll crit both times. I've actually never seen Voltron. I know there isn't like a Netflix exclusive version of that. I need to watch that. I need to watch everything. There's some... Oh, speaking of lists of a lot of stuff, so many things I want to watch and rewatch. Stargate's near the top. I haven't watched Stargate SG-1 in such a long time. Oh, time to read. Gotha. A dwarf planet, Gotha has a pressure cooker atmosphere that brings its surface temperature to scorching levels. Carbon dioxide and ethane are plentiful in the planet's hazy atmosphere. There has been some speculation in the mining community as to whether the Quarians mined all the precious metals before they fled the system some 3 centuries ago. Rumors abound that anyone willing to brave the Geth could find loads of naturally occurring diamonds on Gotha, but this is likely just a starship legend. Travel advisory. Gotha is in Geth space. All civilian traffic is prohibited. Oh, Hilda. I can tell you that, like, that's the thing. Like, I think I got pretty lucky on my stat growth, and early on, I raised the wrong stats for people. I made some goofs. It was my first time playing. I'll know better later. But honestly, everyone is kind of good in Black Eagles. Even Ferdinand, he got better. He all of a sudden started getting strength increases. So he kind of balanced out. I made him a swords master. Oh man, he does so much damage as a sword master. Charum. Once a starship refueling station for the Quarians, Charum has expanded under Geth rule. Thousands of orbital platforms surround the planet and its many moons, refining helium into helium-3. A vast Geth fleet travels between Charum and Haestrom. We're in the Haestrom area. Oh. Preventing all but the most stealthy of spy drones from discovering any information about it. Current estimates place the Geth fleet numbers between 5,000 and 10,000 ships with unknown levels of armament. Travel advisory. Most intelligence estimates state that approaching Charum is tantamount to suicide. All civilian traffic is prohibited. Oh, hey, Sergeant. Yeah. I since I didn't watch Voltron growing up, I kind of forgot it existed. Except whenever I said that I grew up on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, people would say, "Oh, it's like Voltron." Also, something I need to watch on Netflix: Castlevania. I heard the first season of Castlevania was kind of like, nah, it's not bad. But then I heard the last one that came out was really good. So I kind of want to watch it. I've actually never played a single Castlevania game. But they're kind of like, they're very iconic with the old Nintendo games. Formerly a Quarian colony, Haestrom was established to observe the phenomena on Dolan, the system's parent star. Dolan appeared to be unstable with a high possibility of erupting prematurely into a red giant. Haestrom was lost to the Geth in 1896 CE. Soon after, all communication from the planet and its attendant space stations ceased. The Geth have shown no signs of treating Dolan as a threat over the past 3 centuries, beyond establishing several space stations near it. Dolan's magnetic eruptions and solar output overwhelm most nearby communications. and it is unclear how the Geth have compensated. Wow, this is long. Today's spy probe scans indicate extensive orbital construction around Haystrom, housing thousands of Geth platforms and an unknown number of Geth software mines. It is not known how many Geth are on the planet's surface. Spy probes face interference from Dolan, making remote scanning difficult. Resource estimations based on Geth mining, refining, and fabricating practices suggested the planet has at least 20 more years of use before it is exhausted. Intelligence experts speculate that the Geth have not exploited all of their resources because they wish to keep some in reserve for repairs. Travel advisory. Hailstrom is a Geth stronghold. Military spy drones using cutting-edge stealth technology are the only vehicles to have returned from Geth space unharmed. All civilian traffic is once again prohibited. Oh yeah, look, I grew up on Ninja Turtles, and then Power Rangers started coming out, so I watched that. So I was kind of a nerd for both of them. I watched Mighty Morphin, which lasted like 3 or 4 seasons, when they went from the Thunder Zords to the Ninja ones to the Shogun ones, and I saw the movie in theaters when it came out as a kid. I watched it as an adult, and then I watched Zeo and Turbo. Then I watched In Space, which everyone has that show or like season of a show that was at a different time, at a certain time in their life where they remember the best, most fondly. To me, that's In Space. I love Mighty Morphin growing up, but In Space was like that time of my life where I don't know, it just stuck with me. Plus, it's in space. I mean, look at me. I'm playing Mass Effect, and I'm planning 2 more playthroughs. I'm a space nerd. Saying that, I need to watch Battlestar Galactica as like the last mainstream sci-fi series I need to watch. Besides Doctor Who, which is not really my thing. I might try it later, but... Quarian Envoy Ship. This diplomatic frigate is like no Quarian ship on record. Its hull is relatively low temperature and appears to be venting heat in a manner similar to that of the Normandy when it comes out of stealth mode. How the Quarians developed this high-tech vessel is unknown, but its hailing frequencies are open and welcoming messages are being type-beamed to the Normandy. Did Tally steal my tech? Did Tally scan the Normandy and bring that back to the Quarians? Tally. Tally. Oh, whatever. It's fine.
Commander Shepard, a pleasure to see you again, though I wish it were under better circumstances.
I'd hoped for your support in the fight against the Reapers. What's going on?
17 days ago, with precision strikes on 4 Geth systems, the Quarians initiated the war to retake our homeworld.
Which was a clear violation of our agreement with the Council to avoid provoking the Geth.
A treaty violation is nothing compared to recovering our homeworld and advanced AI technology.
Okay, so we have here person who is voiced by a woman from Expanse. I forget her name. She's the nice one. She's just kind of here. She seems to be like, even-minded. Then you got the one guy who just wants to fight the Geth and kill them all. Then you have other person who doesn't want to fight them. And then you have Zen, who's just a crazy person, voiced by Claudia Black, who just wants to return the Geth to be a slave race. So we don't like her. Oh yeah, Lost Galaxy is also really good. For being a Power Ranger show, Lost Galaxy was actually kind of interesting, plot-wise. I never saw Time Force, and I saw Lightspeed Rescue a little bit. Man, whatever. I've heard some of the new themes in the newer Power Ranger shows, like the last decade. They can't even touch the originals. I know I'm biased, but some of those original Power Ranger things were so good.
Your homeworld? You mean Rannoch?
Correct, Commander. 300 years ago, we lost our world to our own AI creations, the Geth.
After we attempted to kill them?
We didn't try to kill them, Chorus. We tried to deactivate them. It wasn't murder.
Yes, wasn't murder. Yeah, you guys were super wrong.
No, it was murder.
Commander, the Quarians never intended to create a true AI. It was an accident.
Which you chose to correct by trying to kill them.
Silence.
Don't bother. Admitting we were wrong would undercut the justification for this suicidal invasion.
It's okay to say you guys were wrong. It wasn't you. It was people 300 years ago. Let it go. Oh, I tried to watch Farscape. I made it far. I made it to the last season, which wasn't on Netflix. Whatever streaming service used to have Farscape, they don't anymore. They had all the seasons except the last one. And it was an effort. I'll be honest, it was an effort. I kind of like more sci-fi, like Star Trek kind of thing, where it's like somewhat grounded in reality with like human interaction and tech and that kind of stuff. Farscape is a little more in the science fantasy kind of area, which I don't think it's bad, but it's not my thing. But I did like the actors. And of course all the Muppets.
You're throwing yourselves at the Geth? Again?
And this time, we may have destroyed our people for good.
We'd driven the Geth back to the home system when this signal began broadcasting to all Geth ships.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win,
Win? You insisted on involving the civilian ships, Admiral Gerrel. We need to retreat or we'll lose the live ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Here. A Geth dreadnought. It can outgun anything we've got, and it's heavily defended.
The Normandy stealth drive can get us in undetected. I could board, then disable the Reaper command signal.
Yes, cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
Yes, letting you to retreat and then try to destroy it while I'm on it. Yeah,
and while they're confused, you get to a mass relay and retreat.
Good. Our civilian ships have seen too much fighting already. Are you certain you can disable the signal?
We'll get you out of there safely, Admiral.
Our newest Admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Tally.
Shepard.
Tally. Admirals, I'll ready a team to hit that dreadnought.
Thank you, Commander.
Admiral?
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
That you are.
I'm glad you're here.
Yay! Best person back. And look, we can see her face. Yeah, that's the mod I put in. I honestly didn't. I only wanted to replace the picture she gives you. But then I saw one that was like, oh, it kind of like gives you a glimpse of what her face could look like through the mask better. And I was like, that sounds cool. And the funny thing is, I didn't look at any images. The first time I saw this was now. I didn't look at it.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have helped.
Thanks, but I knew you had your own problems. I'm sorry about Earth. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy. If you can help us, we'll hit the Reapers with everything we've got. Or however much is left from this stupid war.
I thought you'd support the invasion.
No. After talking to Legion, I thought maybe there was a chance for peace.
So why help them?
I'm an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
The only weird thing is, she's the only Quarian you can see. She was in a room full of Quarians, and their faces were all like obscured by their mask, except for her. I like to think that maybe she got like a really like clear version of the mask installed, so people could see her face better.
And what about us? Would us being together divide the fleet?
No. Well, possibly. I don't know. But right now, I've got civilian ships taking fire. Can we keep this quiet, at least in front of the admirals?
Sure thing, Miss Vas Normandy.
Thank you. If you want to talk in private, maybe you could invite me up to your cabin?
Maybe I could.
And for the record, still totally worth it.
Yay. You can tell that Tally's gotten more confident. Like, for how, like, awkward she was with the romance stuff in 2. Okay. Now, there, I was going to say where I'm going. There I am. Now, let me make sure no new areas have unlocked. There's nothing there. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Nothing. That one's good. Good. I don't think anything's unlocked yet. I actually think the only places unlocked now are the ones in Geth and Quarian space. By the way, I'm on the lookout for like 5 or 6 fetch quests items. So, all right, let's disable that dreadnought. Now, of course, I'm bringing Tally, but I'll ask you. Hey, I'm asking preemptively this time. Who should I bring with me with Tally? Let's see. Geth. Ooh, Geth debris. Yeah. Team Dextro. Team Dextro reunion. Okay. Like I've said in the past, I like the idea that canon romance as Tally because it gives her an interesting role in the story, and everyone else kind of has their own thing I don't want to mess with. But I like the fact that if you don't romance Tally, Garrus and Tally become a thing. So it kind of makes me sad in a way because it's like, oh, since I'm romancing Tally, that means Garrus is by himself. It makes me feel kind of bad. That's why when I play FemShep, the one time I did, it was fun to see that. Close to the star, the Normandy scanners can detect a high, unaccountable number of Geth's statites? Never heard that before. Satellites that use solar sails to self-correct their position. Oh. The Geth placed the ultra-lightweight constructions around the sun to collect energy, draining in a vast array known as a Dyson bubble. Scattered around them are space stations and servers that draw power from the statites, through wireless energy transfer. Most of the space stations are wreckage now, and no small number of solar sails have also been destroyed. It appears the Quarians began to destroy them, but were stopped before the attack was complete. They just came in and started destroying their satellites. That's not nice. A flotilla of 50,000 craft holding over 17 million Quarians, the Migrant Fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy, because it's their home. But also, a lot of the ships are old and clunky, so... I mean, I don't know any of Kaidan's stuff, because like I said, I've only played through Mass Effect 3 once with Kaidan, and it's been a while. So, yeah. It is a testament to the Quarian strategic skill that these numbers have not dropped significantly during recent battles. The fleet is now on the far side of the star from Rannoch, the better to cloak its movements from the Geth. Rannoch. Oh, there it is. There it is. The Quarian homeworld. Although its orange sun is only about 90% the mass of Sol and half as luminous, Rannoch is arid by Earth standards because it's formed closer to its star and has slightly less ocean coverage. Photosynthetic life is concentrated around rivers and oceans, with large expanses of desert in between. The importance of plant life and shade in ancient Quarian culture is evidenced in the translation of Rannoch's name, Walled Garden. To a starship's sensors, the most obvious feature of the Quarian homeworld is the numerous heat sources in orbit. Thousands of Geth space stations watch over the planet. Somewhere in this artificial swarm of constructions lurk the Geth Armada, waiting for its moment to counterattack. Population, unknown. Quarian estimates on the number of Geth range from the tens of millions to the single-digit billions. Estimates on the number of Geth consciousnesses stored in servers are far higher. God. Well, I saw 2 for Kaidan and only 1 for Garrus. You know what that means. Adis. Adis is a marginally warmer than Rannoch despite being further from its sun. That's weird. Volcanic activity spews methane into the planet's atmosphere, and this haze retains heat in a greenhouse effect. Oh, that's why. Historically, the Quarians used the Geth to mine the planet, and when the Geth rebelled, the small Quarian population on and around Edis was quickly overrun. It is clear that the Quarian Armada has not forgiven or forgotten, or forgiven. The remains of Geth space stations litter the planet's orbit, now all shrapnel-infused metal. The Normandy sensors pick up a strange croaking sound, probably some kind of distress call from the Geth survivors left floating in space, condemned to the eternal cold. Damn. Is it weird that some of these descriptions of planets are very professional sounding, just like details, and then some say stuff like that? Left floating in space, condemned to the eternal cold. Damn. I guess it depends who writes the stuff. Caddy. Or, yeah, Caddy. has low gravity for a planet of its size, which proved a significant boon to early Quarian explorers. Even before the discovery of Mass Effect technology, it was easy to extract the planet's resources. When the Quarians made first contact with the Citadel species and gained access to Ezo, profits rose and the orbital stations became a beehive of activity. Speaking of that, has there ever been a Quarian biotic? I'm guessing that you can't use biotics when you're in a suit like that. But I mean before they had to have the suits. I wonder if there were any. Today, the planet's Lagrange points are littered with space junk, including pieces of a Geth orbital station that must have massed at least 500 million tons. Such a station could have generated impressive kinetic barriers, but even these appear to have been insufficient against the Quarians' attack. See, the Geth have just been trying to live for 300 years, and here come the Quarians. We'll teach you to want to stay alive. Haza, an ice giant composed primarily of hydrogen and helium, is colored a striking aquamarine because of small concentrations of methane, water ice, and ammonia. Its relatively small size is a curiosity to human astronomers, who would have expected a larger hydrogen-helium gas to have accreted during the solar system's formation. Quarians have driven the Geth away from the planet's helium-3 fueling machinery, but it is clear the Geth put up a fight. Wreckage from the Quarian fighters litters the area, and more than one refueling station appears to have been blown apart by kinetic impacts in a scorched earth tactic. Quarians. Come on. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't scan anything. There's probably nothing. Aha! No Reapers can get me here. I can scan as much as I want. Aha! Look at me go. You know what made Andromeda a little better to me is more space exploration like One had. I like the fact that when you go to a new planet, you can land. It's a sandbox game. If you hate sandbox games, then you hate Andromeda, but I don't mind them. I kind of like the feeling of completion. It's like Dragon Age Inquisition also. Completing, it's something about going to a new map, and the first thing I'll do is drive or walk or ride or whatever through the entire perimeter of the map and then fill it out. For some reason, I just love doing that, and then I'll do all the missions. Again, that completion thing. Scans of the Geth Dreadnought orbiting Rannoch reveal an intimidating array of features, from an improved main gun and ultraviolet anti-ship lasers to increased thruster output. The Geth workforce never demands I did it again. I combined two words. Rest and wages is West, or autonomy, and in the creation of their flagship, they were limited only by time and raw materials. The damage inflicted by the Quarian fleet appears minor at best. Get wrecked, Quarians. But no, I do that a lot when I'm writing. I'll combine words. I don't even mean to. I guess it's just what you would call shorthand, in a sense. Tally, what was that? Did you see that? Because her model's different in this picture, it leaves like a ghost image behind it. Oh, wait a minute. You can see her face in this one. Can you see it in this one? Interesting. Maybe the mod doesn't actually change her face. Maybe it only changes that model. It looks like the face in that one is far less visible. And that one is metal, so it doesn't matter. I guess I'm using this for the rest of the game. Tally. Can I bring Tally? I guess Tally's already coming. Okay. All right, Tally and Caden, let's do it. Team name? Team name anyone? I don't remember if... I don't think Caden and Tally had a team name in one. All right, no more shotgun for me. Either an assault rifle or a sniper. I'm feeling assault rifle. Use the Zap pistol. Yeah, and it's... Remember, I like to give people as much of their own people's weapons as I can. So yeah, I will give her any Quarian or Geth, since technically that is Quarian tech, sort of. I love the face down, but I've already used it. What haven't I used yet? Used it. Haven't used it. Don't want to use it because it's terrible. Used it. Also don't want to use because I'm an engineer. It's just going to spray bullets everywhere. And it's really, really heavy. Used it. Haven't used it, but kind of the same thing. It's super heavy. Although it kind of makes sense to bring it because I'm against Geth. You know what? I don't have a lightweight thing. Ugh. This is going to be a mission where I don't get to use my abilities much, which is bad because I'm a tech person. My abilities are good against Geth. So doing this might be not in my best interest. We'll see. Well, how about the Eagle with the lightweight mod? Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Except I've already used the Eagle so much. I want to use the Carnifex, but it's so much heavier. Oh, I don't have the Zap pistol yet. I was going to use that. Oh well. I'll use the Eagle just because it's lightweight. I'm fine with that. Good. Tally. Well, guess what? I mean, I have two choices here. No, actually, I only have one. Never mind. I forgot the Geth shotgun isn't in this yet. The fact that Tally's an engineer and she has a shotgun is so cool. Tally's so much is so much better than my Shepard engineer. I mean, I know I can equip one now, but in 2, I love the fact that she can equip a shotgun and I can't. And I don't have that, but you know what? The next best weird gun, this thing. Yeah, I'll replace it. I'll replace this when I get it. Kaden. Now again, I like to give people their own weapons, but fortunately there are a lot of human weapons. So I can give him any human weapon. He's not N7 though. I feel like this is a James weapon. Is he N7? Caden's not N7, is he? Oh no. Does that mean James is better than Caden? Ooh. I don't remember now if he ever got to that point or not. The Cerberus Harrier is technically human, but it's Cerberus. You know what? How about we give him give him the Valkyrie. Nice weapon. No, the AI does not care about the scope. I just want straight up damage. There. And the pistol. I'm using the Eagle, so let's give him... give him the Phalanx. With damage and power damage. Yeah. We're somewhat team tech here. I know Caden has biotics, but he also has he has at least one tech ability. Now, look what I have left. Now, here's the good thing. I'm going to get energy drained soon from Tally. So, yay. For now, I will do... It doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter. I'll do turret. Do I want a stun attack or increased shield? That's nothing. I might as well go with this. Caden. Barrier. Yep, he has over... I like Keegan's abilities in this game. He has a nice mix. If this was Incinerate, he'd be perfect. A defense thing, a really good, like, debuff, buff kind of biotic move, and then over Incinerate, be perfect. Biotic power damage, or... Oh, no, I have to choose? I guess biotic, because Reeve is his best thing. And... Ooh, yay! Tally's a blank slate. And look at that face. Look at that face. First thing I always do is crank this up to at least 4, sometimes 5. Increase recharge speed bonus by 40%. Not bad. You know, I think I'll make her somewhat of a glass cannon. She can spam some abilities. Weapon damage or tech damage? What's the last one? Ooh. That good for me. I'll leave that there for now. I will use her defense drone because it's awesome. Now, oh, team drone, yay! We have the drones back, the drone duo. Again, I kind of equated it as like having a significant other that has a pet as well, so it's like they're meeting for the first time kind of thing. Like our drones know each other. Attack range or duration? It's gonna die pretty quickly, so I might as well just do this. Oh wait a minute, wait. Oh, I forgot. She has 2 of them. Wait. What does the defense drone do? I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've played this now. Combat drone is the one I have. This isn't a turret. Is this just like the same ball drone, just a little different? Oh well, let's have. Oh, we're gonna have so many drones. She has 2 and I have 2. Drone party. Damage and shields. Or explosion. Ooh, we're gonna have 2 people with sabotage. You know, just because of that, I'm only gonna level up her sabotage to level 3. Let's see. Energy drain is awesome. I don't know how good it is on a AI, because they probably don't spam it enough, but I'm going to use this a lot. Impact radius or damage? It's not really about damage, really, is it? Do that. Recharge speed or increases shield restoration. That's the one you want on your character. Although it's only from it's from shields, barriers, and synthetic enemies, which is great for now. Ooh, what do I want to pump more points into? You know what? Let's just do this. Oh, that's interesting. It's specific to drone abilities. Huh. But no, this. Now, does this count for herself, I wonder? It says squad mates. I wonder if it's only for the 2 other people or if it works for her too. See, hers was already maxed out, so I couldn't tell. It probably doesn't. Which means it's kind of like it's a 10% increase to 2 other people, but not this person. But which is great for my teammates. Oh, have fun on the phone, M. Hopefully it's not annoying calls. Which is what most of the time calls are, so. I don't want to do sabotage. I'll do defense drone just because I don't have it. It's a different one. Yes, I did. Well, you don't like it? Do you find it creepy or like offsetting or off-putting? Is it too beautiful? I didn't do it to make her prettier. I only did it just because I wanted to find a mod that replaced the picture, and I found this one that does both. So, again, I didn't do it to make her prettier. I like the way she was too. It's just the idea is this is what she's always looked like. It's easier to see now. Yep. Ooh, reduce damage taken by 40% for 13 seconds by gaining a temporary layer of armor. Or damage. I think I usually do this one. Yeah, look, I agree. Like, I like the way she was. Like, the mystery of the Quarian face. I'm fine with that. I just thought it'd be interesting. I haven't done it before. Plus, if I choose the other suit, I don't think you can do it. I think it's only for this one. I mean, you can't. Well, the good thing is you can't fully see. Like, you can, there's still a little bit of mystery in there. But yes, changing the picture, I can't stand that picture. I don't look. I'm not gonna destroy them for using stock photos and altering. Like, people do that all the time. Flying baby faces. But the fact that they did so little to it. And the only thing that bugs me, everyone talks about her face and how, the one thing that bugs me the most about that stupid picture? Her hands. It irritates me so much. If you look at a Quarian's hands, they have like 2 fingers and thumbs, right? But instead of actually just combining 2 fingers to make like 2 each, like combining like the last 2, the first 2, and then the thumbs and making it like that, they just literally cut the person's hands off from the middle to the wrist and then called it a day. So her hands looked way too thin. It was like half a hand. I hate it. It irritates me so much. I could have lived with the picture if the hands weren't like that. I know it's weird to say, but it's just, I'm nitpicking here, but it bothered me. Because it's so lazy. Just cut off half her hand and we'll be done. Alright, I'm saving that point. Those points. I forgot to change my armor again.
ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the comm buoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
That armor I wore in memory of Thane. I made it green and black, and I put that recon helmet on that he has. Made the eyes red. And typical. We need allies against the Reapers, and 2 allies are killing each other.
My cyber warfare suite has accessed their docking protocols.
Oh, bye, Quarians. Quarians aren't doing great. I mean, the Geth are kind of cheating, aren't they? They're using Reaper tech.
All right. Once we're aboard, we find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Good to see you again, Tally.
You too, Caden. How's the Omni tool? Still using the logic arrest?
It's still the best model.
Not for running multiple attack processes simultaneously. You need a Nexus.
Nexus shield enhancements are years behind the curve.
That's why you overclock the microframe.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured.
I see the free one. Pretty torn up, though. Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute.
It's like a Mac or PC argument. Which one's which? Is Caden a Mac or PC? All right, where am I? Oh, yeah, this part's a little interesting. I mean, there's not much to it. You just walk, but I don't know. I feel like this is a little different. It kind of reminds me of Knights of the Republic moments. There's a moment in Knights of the Republic where you, or I think it's the second one. Maybe it's in the first one too. I know it's in the second one, where you're walking outside of a Star Destroyer, and you're in the suit, and you can just like look around in space, like, oh, I'm walking in space. Or kind of like the beginning of Mass Effect 2, where you're walking through the Normandy and you go into the map area, and the whole like hull on the top is blown off, so you can just see into space. When I was younger and I played games like this was kind of like, oh, come on, I want to get to the action and dialogue more. But when I've gotten older, I kind of appreciate these moments more.
How are you doing,
the scenery.
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The Dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Until then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look
Come
out
on.
a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Like the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
No windows. Oh, Legion. I miss Legion. Now, the one thing I might change in my second playthrough is I might add a mod, which would be a pain because I have to delete everything and then reinstall it. Because once you install the extra textures...
Like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the Dreadnought schematics. If you can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on. I've got gravity again.
Great. I'm looking for... Got it. There should be a hull breach not far from your position. The nearest undamaged docking tube is on the other side.
Think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Geralt tried a frontal assault. We lost 6 frigates. That tiny hole was the only damage we did.
Oh, good job.
I wouldn't call it tiny. Not the way you'd have done it.
No, he was too aggressive. I argued, but as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet, it was ultimately his decision.
What about the other admirals?
Zen backed the invasion, largely as a chance to test her toys. Ron gave provisional support. Only Chorus opposed the war with me, and he was right. We could lose the whole fleet, Shepard.
We'll get your
Hey,
people out of
I
here
see a
safe.
thing. I want that thing. By the way, going back to my bad memory, I don't remember what I was talking about before Shepard interrupted me. So, yeah. Must not have been that important. Oh yeah, I remember now because I thought of Legion. In order to install mods in Mass Effect 2, which is where this would be, I have to uninstall the texture mod, install the mod, and then reinstall the texture mod. It might be okay. There is an uninstall feature of the textures, but it could go wrong. And worst case scenario, I'd have to reinstall the game again and mod everything again. But I might do the mod that M did, where you can use Legion sooner. I didn't do it this time. Like I said, when I mod games, I tend to only mod visually, like the tally face thing. Like I might change things in the game a little bit, but only visually. Adding Legion early changes stuff, but not that much. So I might do it for my second playthrough. Although my second playthrough is going to be a kill everyone playthrough, so that'd be kind of lame. Maybe I'll save it for my random playthrough. Although I guess there's a coin flip whether or not I get Legion or not. That's the crazy thing about the random playthrough. Every single moment's going to be a coin flip. Do I do the side mission? I got tails. No, I guess I don't.
I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
So it's going to be, do I activate Legion or do I sell him to Cerberus? Like, oh, I got tails. I guess I'm selling him to Cerberus. I will have to cheat to play that version, though. I will have to I'll have to max out my Paragon and Renegade in all the games, or else I'm because if I keep getting Paragon rolls and then I have to do a Renegade, if I don't have enough Renegade points, I can't do it. So I need to do that to be able to do them, which is fine.
Got it. You're clear to board.
Yay, friends.
You okay, Commander? All quiet so far. They haven't detected us yet.
Thank you for having me over.
Well, I don't actually know where I'm going.
I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, take a look at this.
Yeah, there's the gun. There's the zap zap.
It's open. We're clear to go.
You just noticed that in that quick scene you saw her face, her face wasn't the right face. Is that going to be a thing in this mod where there's going to be like really close shots that are like 2 frames? The mod didn't work. Ruins the immersion. Alright, change loadout. I kind of want to use it too. Oh, it's heavy though. Not as heavy as the Carnifex. You know what? I will stick with the Eagle, but of course, she's getting that. Yeah, I can't put any mods on it, but that's okay. They matter less for teammates.
It's Admiral Zen's design. It transmits an energy pulse on contact that disrupts shields and synthetics.
That'll be handy. So where are we headed?
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster.
Over there, huh? By the way, I don't have any bullets, do I? Nope, no bullets at all. Alright.
Guardian anti-fighter lasers. Looks like they're using ultraviolet frequencies.
Expensive. Bet it gives them an edge in close combat, though.
When the fleet rushed the Dreadnought, those lasers carved right through our ships.
You okay?
I will be. Thanks.
Reaper upgrade, maybe? Oh, and this is the... I like how I tried to jump that. Well, Shepard be dead.
Watch out! Get incoming!
Oh, this brings back the good old days of Mass Effect 1, doesn't it? Tally, please. Tally, why are you using that weapon at such a far range? It's not going to do anything. Here, switch to this. Now, this was the weapon that Garrus had on a mission where he just destroyed everything. Of course, that was Garrus. I'm not Garrus. Yep. Alright. Well, in the way that I take rockets to the face, I'm Garrus, but otherwise... Come on. Come on in.
I don't hear an alarm.
Oh. I see how you use this weapon now. You just hip fire like the Indra. Well, this is a interesting way to fight. It works. I don't know, Jay, if you're still here, does this look familiar? Whoa, whoa. That was one of my weird hand twitches. One of my... Again, if you ever see me do that, I wasn't telling my hand to do that. It just kind of does it on its own. Like, if you ever see me aiming at something and I'm just kind of like, ugh. Yeah, good job, team. I'll listen to that beat music. Ooh, he doesn't see us. Let's be nice and quiet. Nice and quiet. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Defense drone. Regular drone.
They're throwing their lives away.
Where's the defense drone? Tally? What'd you do? Oh, wait. Where is the defense drone? I told her to do it and she was on cooldown. What is going on?
Disable their shields.
If it's here, okay. If it's here, I don't see it. Oh, it's that thing. Oh, that's why it's called defense. That makes sense. It's a defense drone. It's on her. Okay, I got it. Now we have that drone. Now we have my drone. And now we have other. Wow! Look at all the stuff we have. Get them, my minions. All right. What's the range on this thing anyway? It's not bad. It's a little laggy, little sluggish, but it's fine. Ammo capacity is not great. Trip mine. Now, as you can see, what my reaction time is. Let's see if you time that. It was literally like, oh hey, it's a mine, and then I moved. Did I steal Geth's money? I did. By the way, this level has one of the coolest things in Mass Effect. The giant beam room, the Death Star room. Kind of reminds me of a level in Mega Man 2.
Sensor data. Can you tell what's going on outside?
We're taking heavy losses. The Geth have a planetary defense cannon. It's ripping through our fleet.
I won't let you down, Tally.
Come on, everyone. We're going to crouch walk. Yeah. Okay. I think I need some water. It's been a water day for me. I've been weirdly thirsty today. I don't know. I've always said I was like a camel, in a sense, where I'll have a day where I drink like 8 bottles of water, and then I just don't drink water for like 2 days. I don't know. I'm weird. And it's not because I don't want to. It's just because like my body doesn't tell me I'm thirsty for like 2 days, and then I'm fine. Maybe I just have really good, I was going to say I retain water very well, but actually on keto, you don't. That's the whole point.
The Operations Center is just ahead.
Good. Let's get the Reaper signal and get the fleet out of here.
Ooh, we got cloaky boys.
The hunters are moving in.
Okay, I kind of like this weapon now. I didn't like it at first, but it's kind of ridiculous. It just bombards everything. Thank you, Corians. You know what? I like you. Not so much the old ones that wanted to kill the Geth, but you know, you're. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're thrifty, and you know they get the job done with limited resources. They're survivors. And I use that on the wall. Oh, hello. Didn't notice my teammate died next to me, and okay, well, rip me. Yeah, first death of the stream.
Enemies everywhere!
I need to put a death sound in there. How can that Geth even see what he's doing? I mean, You'd think it would work from, okay, welp. Here I go. Well, oh, he just meleeed me to death. Wow. Oh, Geth, I hate you. I hate fighting Geth because they're so aggressive. They just keep moving. Which is why we're going to do planned drone. You get a drone. You get a drone. Eventually. And then a turret goes over there somewhere. And then you get a defense turret. No, Tally. No. I hit the wall again. Ah, flashing lights everywhere. Hello. I hit exit, didn't I? I did. I hit exit. I fat thumbed it. I don't do that very often. And the game crashed. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, game crash. Let's see. Do I have a sound? Do I have a sound thing on the soundboard for a game crashing? I don't think I do. I don't have any. I need to add some Reaper lines. That would be good. All right, back in we go. Once again, Mass Effect being that long game that has really good dialogue, but still a lot. I've been streaming for over an hour. And I've done like half a mission. Look, it's like I'm complaining when I say that. The game has so much content in it in other ways besides combat that it doesn't feel like it's been an hour. But when I look at the clock, it's like, it's been an hour and I've only done this much. Like last stream, I literally did 2 missions in 5 hours. How is that even possible? It's like, it's dialogue filler, but as long as you do the dialogue right, I don't mind it at all. I like it. When you don't do it right, which I've played some JRPGs that the dialogue wasn't great, then you end up with a lot of dialogue filler that you just don't want. And I know I've said that Andromeda is kind of the opposite, where it's like, in Mass Effect games, it's like, combat's fun. But I want to get to the, it's like, oh, cool, fight's over, now it's story time. But in Andromeda, it's reversed. Where it's like, yeah, combat time, then it's over and it's like, oh, story time. But, to be fair, I don't mind the character interaction in Andromeda that much. It's not bad. And as I've said, as far as the characters go in all the games, I kind of like Liam. I said this before, I don't know, I have to think about it. But I'm, out of all the generic human characters in the game, like the typical humans, like Ashley, Kaidan, Jacob, Miranda, James, and Liam, and Cora, I might like Liam the best. It's close. I think Liam and Kaidan are probably almost tied, but I kind of like Liam because of his personality. He's funny. He actually has a personality. I tried to like Cora, and I get it. It's not her fault. She's like Jacob. It's like she's supposed to be that tough, tough, no sense of humor, gets the job done kind of person, like by the book. I think what helps Liam is that he's in a game with not a lot of competition.
We need to hurry. My people are getting torn apart out there.
That's why characters like Kaidan and Jacob are seen as like meh, but they're in games with characters like Tali and Garrus. But in Andromeda, competition's a little
So if we get there, we shut
less
it down.
powerful.
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need
Mine.
a route to the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open.
Where are you, Tali?
They've
Oh, you're up there.
blocked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
what about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
Oh, here they come again.
Got Geth dropping in.
There could be cloak hunters as well.
I don't want to fight the Geth. I want them to be my friends. I like friendly robots. Come on, they're friendly robots in so many movies. Don't say Terminator. Well, Terminator 2, he's a friendly robot. Terminator 3, which isn't great, but I've still seen it. He's friendly. One of them is. It's not so much friendly as just not trying. Well, I'm dead. I'm talking about robots being friendly while I'm being killed by robots. Sounds like Reaper logic. What about batteries not included? Those little robot things. I think I watched that when I was like 5, so I don't remember anything about that movie. besides that, it is shown in Muppet Babies. When I watched Muppet Babies when I was like 6 or 7, I had never seen Star Wars. So I'm gonna die again. So I didn't get all the references to Star Wars. It would show like scenes from Star Wars and I would just not understand them. But now I do.
There could be cloak hunters as well.
Oh, Muppet Babies. Speaking of nostalgia, Power Rangers stuff. I used to watch Nickelodeon stuff, and they had Muppet Babies on for at least a couple years. Oh, all right. I keep underestimating how aggressive these guys are. But, what about Johnny 5 in Short Circuit? He's a fun robot that doesn't try to kill me. I remember seeing that when I was like 3 or 4. Nope. I'm not going down. It's not happening. You're not getting me.
Geth reinforcements.
That's not going to work. Oh, wow. I didn't expect that to actually home in. I love this gun. I never used it playing, but I don't know. For some reason I didn't like it, but now I love it. Okay. My go-to move is Incinerate. That's why you'll see me use that instead of Overload. I know I'm fighting Geth, and Overload's the better choice. I just keep forgetting. Like, I don't see shields on their health, so I immediately go for Incinerate. I mean, it still does damage. Just not as good. Alright. Oh, he's right around the corner. I see a shadow. Yeah.
Let's get to the maintenance shaft before more reinforcements arrive.
Alright, so this is the part I was talking about. It's the Death Star part. It just reminds me of the Death Star, like, laser going through the tunnel thing before it shoots.
After we stopped him at the Citadel, never thought we'd have to worry about the Geth again.
The ones that served Saren were heretics. They left the Geth to worship the Reapers.
Right, I saw the file.
This ship design is almost Quarian, but not quite. It's meant for synthetics, not organics.
Shouldn't be too much farther to the main battery.
I completely forgot about that.
Appreciate what you're doing here, Shepard.
Well, I care deeply about the Quarian people.
It's good to be back on the Normandy.
Let me know if it's too quiet for you to sleep, and I'll find you someplace louder.
If you like, I can give you two some privacy.
Yeah, this is getting awkward to Caden. I get that it's a callback to when she talked about, okay, Shepard. All right. Good job. That's how you use a ladder. The Geth are just watching me, and it's like, organics use ladders like that? But it was a callback to when on Mass Effect 1, where she was like, it's too quiet here, I can't sleep. But of course, it was also an innuendo, so there's that. Shepard! Geth ladders work differently, maybe?
Damn it. Priority message. A planetary defense cannon
Does that hurt me?
just took down Admiral Chorus's ship.
It does not.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Put her through.
Alright. This is going to be a thing.
The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly, Admiral.
I'm working on it. You guys waited to attack him, you know, until I got here. Would have been nice. Yeah, unfortunately, even if you say you want peace between the people, the Quarians and the Geth, they don't listen. In Mass Effect 2, during Tally's loyalty mission, you have the option of saying, like, please don't go to war. We'll need you against the Reapers. Don't do anything stupid. No matter what you do, they go to war. But I think there's a little extra dialogue, though. Like, the Admiral that doesn't want war probably mentioned something about how, like, yeah, they should have listened to you, Shepard. Oh, good! How many Lego did you remove? Go!
Watch the shockwaves! That's a big gun!
We should be okay if we stay in cover.
Oh, woo! I think it also hurts the Geth as well. Or at least takes down their shields, I think. Maybe. Let's find out. It does not. Never mind. Oh no, I understand the water bottle thing. Like when I mentioned those days where I can drink like 8 bottles of water and then not drink like the next 2. Yeah. I don't really pay attention to how many there are until I look and it's like, oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yay, he's my friend now. I'm still going to shoot him in the back. I'm that kind of... He's my friend. Proceeds to kill. I'm trying to think of something that would be more annoying to pick up than Lego. Just little pieces that are scattered everywhere. At the very least, if you're working on something, maybe they're like in bigger pieces. Like you've assembled like parts of things. Also, if you have Lego, what are you building? Do you just do like the free build? Or do you just or do you like follow the guide ones? Or do you get the ones that are like sets? I didn't play with Lego much when I was a kid, but when I did, I just built my own stuff. I didn't have any of the kits or the instructions for stuff that were like different sets from things. I just built whatever. Gotcha. Also, Lego being notorious for the worst thing to step on with bare feet. I don't know about that. When I was like a young adult, I guess, when people were, well, we'll say like early 20s, people were always like, yeah, man, I remember playing with Legos when I was a kid and stepping on them in the middle of the night, or like it hurt. Even when you have carpet, it hurts. But if you have hardwood floor, it's even worse. Honestly, the thing that I stepped on the most that hurt the most was power cords. I used to have a lot of I used to. When I had a lot of electronics in my room at home when I lived at home, I didn't have enough power outlets. So I had to like unplug something, plug it back in, unplug something, plug it back in. And if I was in the middle of the night getting up to just do whatever, stumble through the dark, I would accidentally sometimes step on the plug on the power cables, like the part that plugs in, like the hard plastic metal part. And it's that kind of feeling that when you step on it, you feel that crunch in your foot a little bit. Like, ugh. Oh, you buy sets for parts. Why am I still using this? There we go. Well, it's like there's some that will stick to your feet because maybe you stepped on them flat. But there's others, you step on those things so hard and they're so jaggedy, but have a good bit of like surface friction on them. Like it can just stick in your foot. Not even if it's flat. Sometimes it'll just like stick in your foot and then you just keep walking for some reason. Come on. Okay. Nowadays, I don't really step on anything. Nothing really in here to step on. Plus, I have some carpet, so it wouldn't hurt as bad. Pretty much at this point, the only thing that's a danger to my body in this room is my desk when I move, and my left knee hits the keyboard thing.
We need to shut it down!
Near the battery itself.
That hurt a lot. What were the Mega Blocks? I was trying to think of the more generic version. Mega Blocks. Aren't Mega Blocks expensive now? Like, Mega Blocks used to be the cheapy version, and Lego was, well, always kind of expensive. But I think even now, Mega Blocks were overpriced, because I think they actually got deals finally. Like, remember, I actually think Halo. I don't remember if it was Bungie or 343, but Halo had a deal with like a Pillar of Autumn made of Mega Blocks or something, a set. It's kind of like when you see a company that used to be the knockoff generic that no one bought, the no name, and then they become a name brand that people actually spend money on. Like, kind of like Vizio, I guess. Like where Vizio at first was just like garbage, Walmart, buy it, just buy it. It's so cheap, you buy it for like a throwaway. Now they can actually be somewhat good. And the prices show that. They are a dice roll. They're, honestly, TV industry has made me very not happy the last 5 years or so. Because I've tried to buy a 4K TV when I had money. And I bought 3 4K TVs at different points, and they were all defective. I returned them that day. I got one, I took it home, looked at it, and I was like, let's see, what was the problem with the first one? Oh, it had like weird ghosting imaging. I was playing Overwatch, and it would sometimes like freeze frame and then like keep moving, and it was really weird. Mega constructs. I guess it sounds better than Mega Blocks. Blocks is kind of generic. A little too generic. Then I got a replacement TV, the exact same TV, and it was worse. It actually had these 2 yellow discolored bands going down the TV on 2 sides. It almost looked like a forklift had maybe pinched the box and messed with the screen, because it was like a perfect, like, you could have measured it. The distance between them, the distance like of it itself was the same on both of them.
That should buy us some time.
We're safe as long as the maintenance lock is in place. Let's move.
I just... quality control. I'm amazed. I used to work at Best Buy. I did returns and stuff. I'm amazed at how you can buy a product. You can buy 2 products, same exact thing. And one can be great, and one can be bad, or even just like not as good. Like, it's quality control. When I buy a thing, I want it to be a thing. So many, especially with like somewhat cheaper TVs, like brands that are kind of like in the middle, like TCL. TCL actually had a 1 TV series that got really good reviews for the price. I tried it. Got a defective one. But everyone knows those are coin flips or dice roll. The panels are, when you have a kind of when you have a monitor like that or a TV, light bleed is going to be an issue. You either have like dark corners, or you have the light bleed around the sides that makes it too bright. It's a thing. It's going to happen. OLEDs aren't like that, but this wasn't an OLED. But you have to live with it. But the thing is, the ones that I had, the one that I tried, was ridiculously bad. Like, it was bright. Like, there was one light bleed section on the bottom that was just like super bright, and if you had a black screen on, or like a solid color, it was really, it was just really bad. The conformity of the blacks and grays was horrible. Like back when the Xbox had a screen that was just gray for a bit, for like a couple seconds, it looked awful. Oh, it looks good. Thank you. I did it again. I have a texture mod installed, and also I'm playing it like on the highest possible settings. It's on PC, so that helps. Also, my internet's cooperating, so I'm streaming at a decent bit rate. But hello, Segfault, I guess. I'm hopefully I didn't pronounce that wrong. when you hear me read the planet descriptions in this game, you'll notice, like, I don't pronounce things well. I also have bad memory, so if you tell me how to pronounce something correctly, I'll just forget later. I always felt that look bad when I'm in a new job and I'm 2 months in and I still don't remember somebody's name. It's not a knock on, like, I don't care enough to know your name. It's like, just trust me, I'm not going to remember. It takes a while. The name, especially like retail type jobs, the name tags aren't just for customers. They're for me. Well, Sergeant, they are. The TV technology, like those, like I still have one. My TV's like that too. Oh, my TV's dead right now. It lasted about 5 years, then died. But it wasn't that expensive. It's a Vizio, so it's like, nah, whatever. I got 5 years out of it. Not bad. But that technology, when you think about like backlighting a TV, they're not going to backlight the whole thing. So sometimes the corners can be a little dark because the light's like not getting to it because it's a little further away. Okay, well, I didn't know someone was behind me. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's also fun when you get someone's name wrong. I was working at Best Buy for like 4 or 5 months at that point, and I got someone's name wrong, and I knew I got it wrong as soon as I said it, though. I was like, no. Look, in my defense, they're very similar names. Come on. Do the thing. Kaden, what are you doing? You're just taking one shot, huh? Alright. Alright, good timing. Good timing. Whew. Okay. Alright. You know the funny thing is? I helped build this PC to stream because my old PC was like a decade old and it was just not worth using to stream. I have not played any new games on it. I've literally only been playing... I streamed Final Fantasy X. Well, that's not true. I did stream Outer Worlds. I did stream Outer Worlds. But Outer Worlds, I don't know. It's a good-looking game. But it's not like super graphics hungry, like, you know, takes a 2080 Ti kind of thing. But I want to get to Andromeda. I want to see what Andromeda looks like on PC. So I can see those. I can see that awesome. I can see those bad faces in just that pure detail, that pure crisp focus. I love Outer Worlds. I think it's a little short, but the fact that it was a game by a company like that small company, and it's fine. I thought it was fine. Also, wasn't it only what was it? What was the price new? Wasn't it only 40? Maybe I think wasn't I got it on Game Pass, on PC Game Pass for Xbox, so I can play it on PC. And I think it wasn't a full price game. I think it might have been only 40. Which in that case, that's a great deal. I have no ammo. I beat the game. I did a playthrough on easy. I beat it in, I think it was 72 minutes. And it would have been under an hour if I hadn't screwed up in one part for like a good 20 minutes. Again, I'm not knocking it. That's skipping all the side stuff. Any game like that is kind of short if you skip all. Okay, I'm dead. Any game like that is short if you skip the side stuff. I beat Mass Effect. Isn't a joke when I tell you the time. I beat Mass Effect 1 in 4 hours and 20 minutes exactly. Now, I'm not a speedrunner. That is a very, 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 wow, I'm already dead. I'm not a speedrunner. That was a very, very casual speedrun. Just to see how fast I could do it without knowing any tricks or anything. It was also on casual on a New Game Plus, so I just killed everything. The reason why I like Outer Worlds is, first off, the story's decent. It's not the greatest thing about the game. It's pretty simple, but the dialogue is great. For the most part, I like the characters. I'm not going to spoil. I know this is like a spoiler thing for the stream, but I'm not going to spoil anything because you haven't played it yet. But they did such a good job of making the corporations in the game hateable. You know? It's like you love to hate them. every time you hear about the corporation screwing someone over, it's like, I hate them. When I first started streaming Outer Worlds, I was going to be a well-rounded character. Meaning, like, I'm not going to side with either. You know, I'm not going to do, like, the obvious against the corporation's thing. I'm going to do, like, a middle of the road, see what I can do. So at the start of the game, I was like, you know, I don't have sides. By the end of the game, I was going to burn them down. Like, the last part of the game, I was just like, I'm burning these corporations to the ground. I hate them all. So they did a great job of that. They nailed that futuristic corporation idea. And I love how you can get around a lot of the fights in that game by talking. If you pump all your points into Persuade like I did, you can actually, I don't want to spoil anything, but there are some boss fights that you can get around by just talking. And I know there are games like that already. I know that's kind of a D&D thing to like use your charm and charisma to get around fights, but also there's DLC coming out soon. I will be streaming that. When my first game I ever streamed was Final Fantasy X and Mass Effect 1. I did them like back-to-back days. And I streamed them both along the way. And I actually beat them both within the same 2 days. Didn't mean to do that. That's going to hit me. But when Outer Worlds came out, I streamed nothing but Outer Worlds until I was done. On the rare occasion a game comes out that I want to stream blind, I will stream it every day I stream normally until I'm done. Again, that will not happen very often. In fact, I can't think of anything in the near future. The closest is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am not streaming that blind. I've mentioned this before. I stream to play games. Like I'm playing games like if friends are in the room with me while playing. I used to do stuff like that. A friend of mine and I played through the Mass Effect series, that kind of thing. Just playing through in the same room, 2 TVs. But I can't do that blind. Yes, I can experience it for the first time with people, but RPGs, I like to immerse myself in the story and the characters in RPGs when I play through for the first time. I feel like I would just not say anything. It would just be me staring at the screen, not saying anything for the entire stream. That's boring. I want to get into it. And I don't want to miss dialogue. And the funny thing is, new games, it's harder than old games, because old games have text. I am doing awful, by the way. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Alright, Caden, move, please. Okay. With new games, the fact that it's spoken, you can miss dialogue. So I don't want to do that. So while I'm streaming, it's like, I gotta pay attention. When it's older games that are text dialogue, I can just literally leave it on the screen. You know, look at chat, go back. That's fine. The reason I mention that is, I have a list of a few JRPGs I never played or at least beat that I might stream blind or somewhat blind, like half blind, at some point, as like a one-off thing. And if that's the case, I will do that on stream. That's fine. It's text dialogue. I can read it. I can take my time reading it. But if, like, for instance, if a new Mass Effect came out, let's say a new Mass Effect was announced, Andromeda 2, Mass Effect 4, whatever, I don't think I'd stream it blind. I would, however, binge the hell out of it until I'm done, and then I'd probably stream it right afterwards. So it'd only be like a week, probably. Alright. And I know I'm doing terrible in combat. I need to focus more. I think I'm in a, like, not able to multitask mood today. That's when you'll see me when I'm talking, like, walking back and forth like this, not doing anything. Okay. Shadowrun. I know Shadowrun's an old game and an old, like, roleplay thing. I own 2 Shadowrun games. I've only played one of them, and that one is very different. You ever played... Where am I going? You ever played the Shadowrun game that came out on the 360? It's literally a first-person shooter, multiplayer-only game. Completely different from Shadowrun games. There's no story. I don't even know why they made it in the Shadowrun universe. Why do I have 2 things? What is going on? Why is it telling me to go all the way back here and... J is for Japanese. Nowadays, they blend together a little better, but back in the day of like Super Nintendo and PlayStation era, Japanese RPGs, I mean, to be honest, there weren't that many American RPGs. But you could tell the difference. They just had a different feel to it. Like, technically, all the Final Fantasies are JRPGs, although 15 doesn't feel like a JRPG. It feels like a more Western RPG. I mean, yeah, I'd say that. And C is cyber. Either cyberpunk or just cyber, I guess. Okay. Door just shut on me. Cool. It's like when you go to a Walmart and the door shuts while you're trying to go in it. Awkward. It's that awkward like step where it's like, do I, like, what am I doing? Oh, the other side, shadow, wow. The other Shadowrun game I played, or at least own but haven't played it yet, is the one that came out on PC like 4 or 5 years ago. I heard that one was really good. It's a tactics game. Kind of like XCOM. Ooh, that could be an interesting blind playthrough. And I need to remember to change my armor after this mission.
Shepard! Grab my hand!
No.
Hang on.
Oh, control. Okay, that makes more sense.
I'm all right.
I thought I'd lost you.
You were worried?
You bet I was. You dying because the Geth overrode my hack? Think of my reputation.
I'm touched.
Yeah, you were worried.
Come on. The drive course shouldn't be far.
Oh, I love Tally. I mean, speaking of XCOM, I'm going to be doing a hard Iron Man playthrough of XCOM 2 after Mass Effect 3 and before Andromeda. Just as like a buffer in between it. Which is why I'm not going to stream Fire Emblem for a bit, because I'm going to be playing XCOM. I'm going to be like that kind of game. I guess I could call it well, it's not a CRPG. Well, ooh. Do you consider XCOM a CRPG? It's more of it's like a turn-based strategy game. And that's what it is. Just only because it has a story, but it's not really an RPG. Although I know the older XCOMs, I think, had more of a story. Or more of like a RPG type element to it. Like Final Fantasy Tactics is definitely one. I love Tactics. Well, at least the floor's clean.
Definitely Reaper tech. But what's...
Uh-oh. Legion!
Shepard Commander, help us.
Legion. Do you know this thing?
Yes. It helped me fight the Collectors. It's on our side.
But weren't all the Geth reprogrammed?
Legion! And the reason why I'm doing XCOM in between, I know it sounds kind of weird to do that like in between, but one, I don't plan on beating it. XCOM is one of those games where if I don't play it for a while, I'm terrible at it. Even if I play it for a while, I'm bad at it, just not as bad. So hard Iron Man, I'm going to lose. Chances are I'm going to lose, whether early on or just attrition. I won't have enough levels on people and I'll just die over and over again on one boss fight. I'll just say, that's it. I'm done. Like, I can't win. But that being said, like, I wanted to do it. Plus, I didn't want to do anything between Mass Effect 2 and 3 because they feel the same game. They're pretty much the same mechanics, same feel. Mass Effect 3 and Andromeda have such a different feel between them. It's almost good to have a buffer game in between. When I think... I actually don't know how to... Colby can probably answer that better than I can. When I think of control type game, I think of something like XCOM, where it's like it's like almost like an isometric view where you move around like that, kind of. That's my best definition I can think of, but I don't know.
Legion helped us fight the Reapers before. There's no way it would have agreed to this.
Your caution is understandable. Once freed, we will submit to any restraints you deem necessary.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Creator Zora.
So what is this thing?
It uses our networking architecture to broadcast the old machine command signal to all Geth simultaneously.
Then getting you out of there will shut off the Reaper's signal.
Wait, you cannot simply remove the restraints. We are secured via hardware blocks nearby that shackle our operating
Yeah, I should say that.
The hardware blocks are on the far side of the room.
Far side of the room, you said?
Yes, deactivation should be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the
You know,
Reapers get control of the Geth?
Nope.
They did not. The creators attacked. The Geth wished to live. The old machines extended an offer.
So we went to that Geth station and rewrote the heretics for what? Nothing?
No, you successfully rewrote the heretics. The decision to ally with the old machines was difficult. Had the creators not attacked, it would have been unnecessary.
We'll have you out of there soon.
So yeah.
The Geth only signed on with the Reapers to save themselves.
Nothing excuses an alliance with the Reapers. They could have found another way. I begged them to negotiate rather than attack. I did.
Let's just get Legion out of there.
Got it.
Talizora to fleet. The signal is about to go offline.
This is Admiral Hangel. We're in your debt.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free.
Yay, robot friend. I do wish he was in the game more.
Keela.
As a gesture of cooperation, we have disabled the Dreadnought's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline. Alert! Geth reinforcements incoming!
Ooh. He did the superhero landing thing.
Signal is offline. Civilian fleet, prepare to withdraw. The patrol fleet will cover you once the heavy fleet is in position. Whenever you're ready. Yes, Mirror Girl.
The Quarians have a chance now. Watch out for the combat drone.
Okay. Would okay, this is a game series I've never played. I've seen it played a little bit. I kind of know how it plays. Would Pillars be considered that? A CRPG? I tried playing Pillars a little bit. There's so much to it. I guess I need to be in the mood to play a game that has such a steep learning curve when you're first starting to play, when you have never played any game like that ever. And I just wasn't in the mood, I guess. Okay. Because when you mentioned like how it was described, I was like, oh, Pillars. Actually, there's someone I watch stream sometimes. I know he did like a full Pillars run. Maybe I'll watch it that way. Because now again, this if anyone knows me, like knows what I like how which I like, the nerdy Star Trek stuff, but also not so much fantasy stuff. Like Lord of the Rings, like I like Lord of the Rings, but I was always a little more sci-fi than fantasy. But again, I've never played D&D, and I really should. I have a very basic understanding of how D&D works. I could probably get by with as long as like someone was there, like it's like could answer questions. It's like, oh, so in this situation or this rule. All right.
We can remove their flagship if we strike now.
Damn it! This is our chance to withdraw the civilian fleet safely. What are you talking about? We're still on board.
We can't waste this chance. Heavy fleet, all forward. Take out the Dreadnought.
Patrol fleet, hold position.
If you do that, the heavy fleet gets wiped out. And if we die,
Yeah.
Damn it,
Oh, Shepard, we're in your debt. Now I'm gonna kill you.
We'll worry about the admirals later.
Well, that's what he's doing. He owes me. So you know, it's like I get to destroy a Geth dreadnought and I don't have to pay back Shepard. Win-win. Okay, about that. I almost tried Star Trek Online. I almost tried it. Here's the reason why I didn't. I got sucked into Neverwinter when it came out on Xbox for free. I got sucked into Neverwinter, and as I was unemployed, like I am right now, I was unemployed for a bit at that time, so I did nothing but play Neverwinter. I was like, I have time to kill. That's all I played was Neverwinter. I had like 7 characters, like all nearly maxed out by the end. And I quit. I went like cold turkey too. I was just like, enough. And I just never got back on. I had so many good items that I could have given to people or sold. People actually paid real money for that stuff too. I should have done that. Except that on Xbox, it's attached to your gamer tag. And I've had my gamer tag for like 14 years. So, well, like they kept adding new stuff. When I first started playing, it initially was kind of boring. There wasn't much to the game. The end game was like run the same dungeons over and over, and that's it. They started adding modules to it, which helped a lot. After they started adding modules, I got way more into it. And they still do. They've actually continued to add stuff to it. I've missed like the last like 5 or 6. Kind of like Destiny when they add stuff. They kept changing my character around too. I was a control wizard. He went from being overpowered damage and control wise to being overpowered control wise, and they nerfed his damage, then they nerfed control, so he was useless. But I played that a lot. Star Trek Online is made by the same company. It plays almost the exact same, just with Star Trek. Which means if I had went to Star Trek right after stopping playing Neverwinter, maybe I could have got into it. But the point was I didn't want to get sucked into it. I, at this point, refuse to play any MMO or any game like one, like Destiny, because I get too sucked into it. And I play it too much, I spend too much time on it, and then once I realize how many hours I put into it, it's just like, wow. I need to stop. I always wanted to play Final Fantasy XIV. I played 11 quite a bit, but I never did because of that reason. That, and also it's $15 a month, which right now I can't afford. Also, I know different people that stream it, that play it, but they're all on different servers. I would hate to make that choice. It's gonna be that day where I'm stuck on the wall. Wow. I got stuck on the wall and couldn't move and died. Oof.
What are you doing?
Well, that was fun.
Ron, check your screens. The dreadnought is
Oh,
helpless.
yeah.
No barriers, and the main gun is offline. We can remove their flagships
One at a time. That was awful. That was pretty bad shooting. I'll admit that.
What are you talking about? We're still on board.
We can't waste this chance. Heavy fleet all forward. Take out the dreadnought.
Patrol fleet, hold position.
You do that, and the heavy fleet gets wiped out. And if we die, simple retreat won't save
All
us from
right.
the death response.
Damn you, girl.
Damn it, what are they doing?
Focus
I
on the
missed.
gap. We'll worry about the admirals later.
Oh yeah, I'll punch him in the face later. You know, I think I can punch him in the face. My Shepard in Mass Effect 2 only did 3 renegade interrupts. I don't remember which ones they were off the top of my head, but they weren't that bad. Like the one that got someone killed, they deserved it. I was gonna kill him anyway, and the other 2 I think were just like headbutting a Krogan and whatever. But the ones that I've done in Mass Effect 3, I've done 2. The thing in the bar with James where it was just saying something and shooting Udina because he deserved it. He's Udina. He was going to die anyway. I might as well kill him. Okay. Whew. God. You know what's funny? Oh, look, I'll be perfectly honest. I know if Emma's still in here, like, I am not a huge fan of watching people play MMOs And I don't know. I feel like obviously people like to watch it because, you know, people watch it. But I don't know. Also, again, Final Fantasy 14 costs $15 a month, and I can't afford that right now. I'm gonna die again. Nope. Nope. No, I'm not. I refuse. I refuse to die. Okay. Oh, I know which 3 you're talking about. Teammates, please. Please help me. You know what? It's time to bring out the crew. There we go. Then I... Alright, hit the wrong button and missed. I'm trying to think of any other ammo. Oh, there are. I'm out of ammo again. Alright. Abilities it is. Good thing I'm an engineer. If I was a soldier, I'd be screwed. Of course, if I was a soldier, I'd have 5 weapons on me. That's good. It's a good balance. This is a good balancing system. Yeah, I only have 2 weapons with limited ammo, but then I have abilities. Or if you're a soldier, you have like 1 ability, but you have a ton of guns. I used to love soldier, but now in my, I don't know what to call it. I was going to say later years, but I'm not that old. You know, not 20s. My aiming isn't great anymore. So being a soldier probably wouldn't be my best interest. Oh, it happens. It can happen. It just doesn't happen very often. Plus, when you have that ability that makes you do more damage, it helps. It helps you conserve ammo. You do more damage with less bullets. See, the thing is, though, I'll be honest, the only MMO I would be tempted to play is 14. And again, I can't afford the 15 a month. I wish that, honestly, I wish 11 was cheaper. But it's, you know, it's how old is 11? Let's see. I played 11 like first like in 2005. It's old. Hit the wall. All right, buddies are coming out again. And yet Final Fantasy 11 is still almost 15. I think it's like 11, 12, 13 somewhere in there. That's kind of ridiculous. It's so old, and it's these people. I wonder how much money. I know there's a lot of maintenance when it comes to MMOs, but I have a friend who's been playing Final Fantasy 11 since like 2006. I would love to see the stats and how much money he has spent on Final Fantasy 11. I could do it right now. I mean, 12 months a year for 14 years. Ooh, a bit much. All right, where am I going? Oh, plus there's that, the ammo. I love having access to all the ammos because you could just, that's your abilities. You only map your slow down time ability thing and your ammos. And you switch between them. Ooh, I'm tempted to punch this guy. But I'm good guy, Shepard.
Shepard Commander, the Creator Fleet is firing upon this vessel. Without barriers, this ship will be destroyed. We must evacuate.
We need to get to the
let's go.
pods.
Wait, what was that? I can just steal Geth money first. Hold on. All right, here we go.
Suggestions?